Boom! Spoiler alert.
Season 4 of The Boys have received a less positive response compared to previous seasons. It's quite common for viewers to have reservations regarding the pacing and the narrative decisions of an upcoming season. It's natural for fans to be deeply invested in a show and hope for the continuations of its high standards. It will be intriguing to see how the series tackles these issues and whether it can live up to the audience anticipations for the next season.
Well, I'm waiting for you. In bed.
It's understandable that most of The Boys' audience has raised questions and voiced their concerns regarding the story choices in Season 4. While some may be critical of the season, it's important to acknowledge the different perspectives. To provide a balanced view, I will address some of the issues raised and attempt to offer a defense for those particular aspects. I like to focus on finding the silver lining rather than jumping on the bandwagon of complaining about the issues.
Well, guy dresses up like a bat clearly has issues.
One of them being Frenchie's development. Frenchie is part of the boys' team who is a drug-dabbling, gun-running jack of all trades. Despite his activities, he is beloved by the community due to his relationship with Kimiko, his comedic moments, and his participation in the boys' missions.
He's trying to get in my ass!
During the first half of Season 4, Frenchie has been grappling with guilt while attending AA meetings and meeting with Colin. It is revealed that Colin is related to a family Frenchie had murdered, which intensifies Frenchie's internal struggle. When Frenchie confesses this to Colin decides to end this relationship. This decision deeply impacts Frenchie and causes him to question his morals and purpose going forward. This character arc has potential, but the execution and narrative structure of that development has fallen flat. It also sounded repetitive towards Frenchie as a character. In Season 2, we have a similar development where Frenchie feels guilty about the mistake he made with Lamplighter in Season 2. Frenchie's remorse for not stopping Lamplighter from harming Mallory's grandchildren is intense. His criminal actions led to his friend's near overdose, Frenchie leaving him and ultimately failing to save the children. The latest addition to Season 4's storyline exemplifies the themes of guilt and unforgivable behavior. The impact of Frenchie's development with Lamplighter feels more sustainable than Colin's connection to the main plot. If only Colin's character had been working with Vault or have taken on the role of the shapeshifter, Frenchie's subplot would have had more purpose and connection to the main plot of Season 4. Frenchie was nothing but a hired gun, carrying out a job and just covering up the truth with this new person that we, as the audience, had just encountered.
Who the fuck are you?
However, I believe the creators of the show didn't want to focus on the relationship between Colin and Frenchie, but more so want to separate the relationship between Frenchie and Kimiko. In the past seasons, Frenchie supported Kimiko in dealing with her challenges as a soup, even while managing situations with Lamplighter and Little Nina. Simply put, Kimiko and Frenchie could help each other no matter what. Therefore, to increase the tension, I see the potential idea of separating these two. Kimiko must seize the opportunity to discover herself without Frenchie, while Frenchie grapples with the weight of his past in her absence. The concept does show promise, but introducing a new character to convey it didn't quite succeed, especially when the character doesn't take place in the main plot of Season 4, as he wasn't utilized after the first 4 episodes.
But I can't find him alone. Are you in? Are you in?
Yes, of course.
Another issue was the use of Huey. Huey has consistently been depicted as the tragic character from the start of The Boys. However, in Season 4, his challenge appears to have reached new heights.
Look what they did to my son!
While he's dealing with a significant tragedy of his father's death, the handling events such as the encounter with the shapeshifter and the assault with Tech Knight and Ashley seems to lack sensitivity and is used for unnecessary humor rather than serving a meaningful narrative purpose. It is possible that the character is intended to maintain or even elevate the level of brutality with each season. However, the creators should realize that their audience have been following the characters up to Season 4 and just desires, consistent storytelling.
Yes?
I wish to see the man who wrote this.
For tragic characters, audiences are more invested in the aftermath of these events and how the character copes with it. The next season should delve into the emotional and psychological impact of these events for Huey, rather than exploiting them solely for the sensational or gory purposes. Exploring the character's journey in dealing with the aftermath can be more meaningful and compelling for the audience. I believe that these events will help define Huey as a character, very much like Starlight's experience with the Deep in Season 1 has shaped her. Just as the fallout from the situation has played a major role in defining Starlight as a character, I expect these events will similarly significantly impact Huey in the next season.
Save my
damn boy, sir.
Season 4 of The Boys raised several noteworthy issues, although it's worth noting that the previous seasons were not without their own flaws. It's inevitable for media projects to have their share of issues, but ultimately, it's up to the viewers to interpret and critique them. Please leave a comment on your perspective of Season 4 of The Boys. Do what you love and be happy.
Wah, wah, wah.